Hey guys, hope you've all been doing great. I'm here with the second part of my skincare routine, which is my nighttime skincare routine. I put in a lot of effort into my nighttime skincare routine because these products will be on my face all night for the 8 or 9 hours that I'm asleep, and yes, I sleep a lot. This means that the products that I use are not fragranced, drying, or contain irritating essential oils that could cause me to break out. My skin ranges from normal to dry and is pretty sensitive, so I have to be very aware of the ingredients in my skincare, and I highly encourage you to do the same for your own skincare. If you don't care about skincare, you should, because your skin is the largest organ on your body, and the health of your skin directly affects the health of the rest of your body. I am writing an ebook on a crash course to skincare, which will be available for download on September 1st, so be sure to look out for that. So let me give you a little bit of background about my skin so that you know what my deal is. My skin is very dry in the wintertime and then becomes more normal during the summertime. I really don't have issues with acne, but I do deal with very painful hormonal breakouts on my chin. My skin is very, very sensitive to changing weather, so whenever the humidity drastically changes, I always develop texture on my cheekbones and jawline. My biggest skincare concern is keeping my skin hydrated and avoiding irritation of any sort that could cause a flare-up in acne or texture. I haven't hit my 20s yet, so anti-aging is not a concern for me right now. Instead, I focus on maintaining my skin's health and appearance. So the very first thing I do for my skincare routine is I wash my hands in warm water to get them clean, so that I'm not spreading bacteria or dirt from my hands to my face. This is an absolute must for anybody who wants to create a really effective skincare routine, because just doing this will really help your skin. Then I remove my makeup with an oil-free makeup remover. This is the Clinique Take the Day Off makeup remover. I switch between this one and the Mary Kay oil-free makeup remover. Both of these products don't contain harsh drying ingredients like denatured alcohol or sodium hydroxide, which do immediate damage to the skin by rapidly dehydrating the skin. These kinds of makeup removers, like this Mary Kay one and the Clinique one, have to be shaken before used because a product contains two layers, a polar and a non-polar part. The polar layer dissolves water-soluble parts of makeup, while the non-polar component works to remove oil and non-water-soluble makeup residue. The dual nature of the polar and non-polar components in a makeup remover is really effective for removing makeup easily. I apply this on a cotton round, and then I get to work gently removing my eye makeup. I find it easiest to press the cotton round that's saturated in makeup remover on my eyes to begin dissolving the mascara away, and then I gently wipe, never aggressively rub. It also helps to wiggle the cotton round around in circular motions to help loosen clumps of mascara. I do my best to remove as much eye makeup as possible so that I have to do less work later on when I wash my face. I also take this makeup remover to remove my foundation and other makeup on my face. To wash my face, I use my Purity Face Wash by Philosophy. I personally really like this face wash, but if you have extremely sensitive skin, you may not like this because it contains a few essential oils. However, because this face wash stays on my face for only a few minutes, the irritation is close to none on me personally. I begin by wetting my face with warm water and then applying this face wash all over my face and working it around with my fingers. I also take a cotton washcloth and get it wet, and then I begin to gently rub in circular motions all over my face. This is essentially what a Clarisonic does, but for a fraction of the price. A washcloth is great for physical exfoliation because it's not too harsh and won't cause micro lacerations in your skin like some other facial scrubs. I take the other clean side of the washcloth to wipe away any face wash, and then I rinse my face again with warm water. It's important to use warm water because extremely hot water can irritate your skin. I also cleanse my neck to remove any sunscreen that I have on my neck. Usually I shower at night, so technically all of this would be happening in the shower, and it's a little less awkward to wash your neck in the shower versus over a sink, in my humble opinion. After my face has been cleansed, I dry it off, and then I take a cotton round with some water on it just to remove any makeup smears that are left over. If I'm breaking out, I use the Clearasil Rapid Action Vanishing Treatment. This stuff is mighty powerful because it contains 10% benzoyl peroxide, which is an anti-acne medicine. When I've been really stressed or it's that time of the month, I like to use a moisturizer with some salicylic acid to prevent any breakouts. Prevention is a lot more effective than treating acne. This moisturizer contains 1% salicylic acid at an acidic pH, which means that it also functions as a chemical exfoliant to break down dead skin cells in my pores that result in blackheads. I apply this to the areas where I normally break out, which is my chin, and I also apply this to my T-zone to work against any potential blackheads. For my everyday nighttime moisturizer, I love the Clinique Super Rescue Antioxidant Night Moisturizer. This is non-fragrance, which is very important to preventing irritation in my skin, and it's also packed full of antioxidants to sustain my skin's health. Then I quickly wash my hands in hot water for the next step. For some extra added hydration because I have dry to normal skin, I use the Tarte Maracuja oil. I'm using my travel roller ball because I recently ran out of my normal bottle, but I apply this the same way on clean fingers and then I pat it all over my face. For even more hydration, if my skin is feeling super dry, I use my Clinique Moisture Surge Moisturizer as a kind of moisture mask to help seal in all the stuff that's currently on my face. If I roll around in bed, the important creams like the acne prevention and antioxidants don't rub off. Only this moisture mask will touch my pillow. For my lips, I use a rosebud salve and then go over top with a layer of Vaseline to lock in the moisture. Usually I use Q-tips to get these out because jar packaging is not my favorite and can be very unsanitary, but I ran out of Q-tips, so I'm just using the back of my nail to get a very small amount out. Yes, I know, I'm just so prepared for this video. Vaseline is really excellent for people who have extremely dry skin or eczema because it creates a barrier between your skin and the environment to prevent moisture loss. Another really good product is Ecor's lip butter. I have mine in the flavor, I guess, guava, and it's very, very moisturizing. This isn't part of my skincare routine technically, but it is part of my nighttime routine, and it's this really nice jasmine hair perfume. I bought mine at Urban Outfitters and it just smells so divine, and I always spray it right before bed onto my hair to help me relax. Alright, so that concludes all the steps to my everyday skincare routine. I know it looks like a lot, but that's because it is actually a lot. I take my skincare very seriously, and as a chemistry major, I put in a lot of effort to understanding what it is that I'm putting on my face and how it affects the health of my skin. For a long time, I struggled with terrible hormonal acne, but after talking to my doctor and changing out some of my medications and implementing a fragrance-free, non-drying skincare routine, my skin has never been better. There are plenty of awesome drugstore skincare products that I will have listed for you guys in the blog post that comes with this video. I'll go ahead and leave a link to that post down below in the info box for your clicking pleasure. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all very, very soon in my next video.